Hey everybody, Lane here with another video. This channel is all about helping you preach with more impact, more confidence, and more influence than you've ever preached with before. And today we're going to be talking about rehearsing. Now, the thing is, I've talked a lot about rehearsing and the importance of rehearsing your sermons in the past, but typically my view of rehearsing, or the way I would recommend rehearsing, was basically just go in a room, take your slides, take your notes, preach the message, record it onto the voice memo app on your phone, and that's a rehearsal. You know, hope it's good for you. And that's still really good and really effective, but I want to tell you really quickly about what we do, because here in just a few minutes, we're actually going to have our pre-record service. Now, what this is we get the staff together. Today's Wednesday, so we get the staff together and we actually record the message that's going to happen on Sunday. So I'm preaching on Sunday, so I'll preach here in just a few minutes to our staff, and I'm wearing the same clothes that I'm going to have on Sunday, and I'll preach the message with all the slides and the notes, and we'll record it. And then when I'm through preaching the message to the staff, they'll evaluate it. They'll give me feedback like what worked, what didn't, what should you definitely keep, what should you leave out, what were the things that were very clear and very actionable, what were the things that were less clear and not so actionable, what are some examples that you could have used that you didn't, did your message really support the bottom line, or was it a little bit fuzzy, do you have a really strong main point, really strong main idea, bottom line, or is it weak, does it need some work? All of those things we'll talk about. They'll also tell me, hey, this really, really worked, definitely keep this, or man, when you said XYZ, gosh, that made me feel a certain way, or whatever. So they'll give positive, constructive feedback. They'll give areas that need improvement. All of the above will happen today. And then I'll be able to take the recording of the message, their feedback, and make the necessary adjustments before Sunday. And it also serves as a contingency, and I won't get into that because it's just too much explanation, but go to the video that I did on how to kill it at multi-site video teaching. You can see what I mean by that when I say that it serves as a contingency. We don't actually use this video on Sunday. We only have it if we need it. And you can see that in the other video. But as far as evaluative purposes, as far as what we need to be able to, as the preacher this week, to be able to say, man, I'm ready for Sunday, this pre-record, this staff service, and the evaluation they give me is absolutely crucial. It also serves as something for our staff to help them so that they go into Sunday with an anticipation, knowing exactly what's about to be preached, exactly what's about to be communicated, and they can be excited about it and get their teams excited about it, which is really, really great. So I always recommend rehearsing. I have a blog post called Preach What You Practice, why rehearsing is essential for great sermon delivery. I'll link to that in the show notes. I talk a lot about rehearsing, go very in depth in my next book that's coming out in just a couple of months, and so be on the lookout for that. But just for something to try today, think about getting your message done at some point in the week on Wednesday or Thursday and preaching it to your staff or to a group of people and having them give you feedback. So not just rehearsing into your phone, not just rehearsing to yourself so that you can hear it, but rehearsing to other people so that they can give you feedback. You could use your preaching team. We just happen to utilize most of our staff for our sermon planning team and all of our staff for the staff service. The other thing this does is it gives us a midweek point on Wednesday morning at 9:30 to get the whole staff together. We sing, we worship, we do a little bit of prayer. Sometimes we'll cast a little bit of vision, and then we get to hear the Sunday message. And so it's a really great time for our staff to be able to have in the middle of the week to kind of regroup, refocus, because we're working hard and we're going in a lot of different directions, and it brings us together in one place to focus on what God has to teach us for that week. So highly, highly recommend doing that. Check out the links in the description for more help and guidance, and tell me how it goes. Leave a comment in the description and tell me, what do you do? How do you rehearse? Have you done a staff service like this? I've talked to some churches that do some version of this, and it's really, really fun to hear from you. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, leave a comment, give us some love if this is helpful in any way, because we are all about helping preachers communicate better every single time you preach. And so until next time, remember, if God can speak through a donkey, he can speak through you. We'll see you next time.